Western League action is drawing nearer as we welcome you back to our minor league pregame show with the Bowman Prospect Spotlight. Performance he put together in his last start. He had opposing batters off balance throughout and racked up a boatload of strikeouts.
Yeah, he just looked like he was really in control out there. From the moment he sets foot on the rubber, they just exude confidence, and their body language kind of says, "You ain't touching me today." That's what I saw in him. And even though I was a hitter in my career, it was really fun to watch him make those other guys look silly. We'll see if he's still in top shape in this matchup here today.
Okay, Eric, Steve, and I are ready for baseball, and we'll have it for you next on the show. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next.
Your Hartford Yard Go.
And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. Thoughts, EK? Anyone stand out?
Well, you know, that man hitting cleanup has had a tough go of it lately. Well, lately, it hasn't been going his way at all. Sometimes you just have to forget about everything and go back to the basics. We'll see if he can turn it around in this one.
Eddie Butler will be on the mound for the series opener. EK, what do you got?
Yeah, guys, in his last...
Cecil Douglas comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Designated hitter, Cecil Douglas.
Hey, first pitch strike. Get ahead right here.
Hard hit ball to second. And a good throw gets him one gone. A chance now to take a look at how the home team lines up in this one. Eric, who should we keep an eye on?
Well, Matt, I'm going to be looking to see if that guy in the 7 spot can stay hot. He's on a nice little 7-game hit streak, so I'm looking forward to see if he can extend it to 8.
Tim Goslin started to go around, but it's a called strike, 0-1. The windup and the 0-1.
Hey, we got one here.
2! That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Figure we'll probably see a heavy dose of that sinker here tonight.
It's really a pitch you'll lean on, especially when he needs that ground ball, but even in situations like this where he's just trying to get ahead.
Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
Well, you know, when you're behind an account like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
Bases are empty, one man out. And that misses 2-2. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
So many times, pitchers will get ahead, then they'll start to mess around, and the next thing you know, it's a full count like it is here.
To short, hit hard. Backhanded. Throw on to first, 2 gone. And with that, here's a look at the Portland defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, they have the best fielding percentage in all of Major League Baseball. They catch a ball as well as anybody. When you're doing that, you really help out your pitching staff. Can't wait to watch this one.
Dan Hackman is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
And one thing to keep an eye on as this game goes along, first pitch strikes. The more this guy can work from ahead, better off he's going to be.
Outside.
And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2.
A lot of people think that pitch will burn straight down, but it will work back a little bit towards righties, like that one did right there.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. So nothing happening this time around. On now to the top half of inning number 2. And the Sea Dogs, Chris Standridge, will dig in now. Off to a slow start, as you see there. Just barely over the 200 mark here in April.
Hey, get ahead, stay ahead right here.
And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1.
Tonight, borderline calls, you got to be swinging.
No outs here, huh?
Slapped hard the opposite way, but quick reactions at the hot corner take away a hit, and there's one gone.
Catcher,
Ryan Morgan will stand in as one of the stars from yesterday's ball game as he had 3 hits in the victory.
Yeah, that was a good one for him, and he needed it because, as you can see, his batting average on the year ain't pretty.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat, 0-1. Sinker, and this one's over as well, 0-2 now.
He's found a pretty nice rhythm out here early on.
And he wastes a fastball high there, 1-2.
A good high fastball. Maybe something to try and change the eye level there. And now, I might anticipate another slider down in the zone, maybe even in the dirt.
Shot towards second. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
A couple of hard-hit balls here to start the inning. The first one found a glove, but not this one, though. He's on with a 1-out single.
Julio Velasquez comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Here comes the 1-0. That's inside. 2-0.
And now with a 2-0 count, both pitches have been in. This might be where you say, all right, I'm going to let it fly if this next one's middle away.
Lays off a fastball, but it's over for a strike. 2-1. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Line toward right center. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
Well, this is something their hitting coach preaches every day at the batting cage. Stay inside the ball. Here he lets the ball get deeper into the zone, then stays back and drives it to the right center gap.
Felipe Barreto is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Moving under it, Cottrell makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And they are on the board with the sac fly as this is now a 2-1 game.
Well, nobody's going to confuse this guy with Miguel Cabrera or Chris Davis, but with the runner on third, he doesn't have to hit the ball out of the ballpark. Just has to get one deep enough out there to deliver that run from third. That's nice going.
Peter Taveras is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. Swing and a miss, 1-1.
Ah, that thing's knee-high on the outside third of the plate. Pretty understandable why he couldn't catch up with that one.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. And he chased it in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Gil Garcia will stride in now. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips in yesterday's ball game.
Garcia
plays it first.
Into the windup and the pitch. Oh, and he just blows the fastball by him for strike 1.
Now that he's fully loose out there, you can see he's getting a little more zip on that fastball than he had coming out of the gate.
Drilled on the ground to short. And a rather easy first out.
The designated hitter, number 34.
Cecil Douglas will dig in again. He grounded out to start the home first.
And he only saw a couple pitches, too. And that's great for the pitcher when you can get an easy leadoff out like that.
That's a ball.
A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
This is a good approach when you're facing a pitcher you're not too familiar with.
And now a called strike that time. As the zone expands a bit here, it's 2-1 now. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Leon is up with it in time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting.
At the
Center
plate,
fielder,
Tim Goslin. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time.
Yeah, ground out last time, but you know, with his speed, that's kind of a big part of the way he plays the game. Put the ball on the ground and force the defense to make a clean, quick play on him, because if they don't, he's safe.
Hey, we got 2 down now.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. That
That's
misses.
the ball.
1-2.
All right,
1-2.
now you've just seen 2 straight breaking pitches miss away. So as a hitter, you're going to eliminate that pitch. No way does he throw it a third time.
Lays off. 2-2 now. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. So they go quietly here in this half inning. 3 innings complete. The Sea Dogs lead it 2-1. Dan Hackman is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
First pitch of the at-bat. And he lays off there, 1-0. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
And down by a run, a leadoff walk would certainly help the cause. He's got to shrink that strike zone here and not chase anything that he shouldn't be swinging at.
3-0 now. Taking all the way, and it's 3-1 now. Hit out of play, and it's a full count now. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, and they'll come all the way back from 3-0 to punch him out. 1 away.
Now batting,
Chris Standridge stands in for the second time. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
And Matt, you know what? It's always a little frustrating when you square one up, you hit a solid live drive somewhere, and all you get to show for it is a nice little jog right back to the dugout. That can get in your head a little bit after a while.
Well, and he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
And you know what, guys? I have been really impressed so far. Not only has he used his fastball well, but he's also spotted it well. I mean, that is perfect location right on the knees.
4th inning of a 2-1 ball game. Now here's a ball hit in the air to straightaway right field. This ball's got plenty of carry to it, and it is out of here. A solo shot here to straightaway right field as we are all knotted up at 2.
Well, I think it's pretty fair nowadays to call this guy a young phenom out there. He's starting to get some national press, one of the better prospects around, and he gives you a look right there of why folks are so bullish on his future.
Ryan Morgan will stand in for the second time as he watches one miss low. It's a ball with no strikes. 1-1. On the ground to third. Rutledge has it. Throw gets him. 2 down.
the left fielder, number 11, Julio
Velasquez will dig in. He singled his first time around. Here's a slider to start things out, but it misses by a few inches or so. It's ball 1.
Come on, fellas, let's go.
Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. 1-1. Here it comes. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. 1-2. Here it comes. Line drive to left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So it's 1 run on 1 base hit, the home run, no errors. Felipe Barreto comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
Fielder, Felipe Barreto.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Hey, no outs. No outs.
They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. The pitch count there, 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
1-1.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
And he comes up empty there on a pitch in the dirt and falls behind now 1-2.
And that is not good.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
When you're talking about guys that throw a good slider, it's not necessarily the movement you're talking about. It's the late movement. I mean, here he goes to offer at this thing, and it's just not there anymore.
Got 1 down now. 1 down.
Standing in now, Peter Taveras. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1.
Here we go, guys. Let's go.
Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. And, ooh, that strike zone's getting a little inconsistent now. It's 2-2.
And now at the plate, here's where you got to put yourself in the pitcher's head and figure out, what would I throw on a 2-2 pitch?
Still 2-2. Trying to strike him out for the 2nd time. And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away. Gil Garcia stands in looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here, with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. In there at the knees, strike 1.
Well, this guy has thrown a first pitch strike to about 50% of the batters he's faced. He's pitching well, but those numbers could be pumped up a little bit.
Hey, come on now. Here we go.
Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Oh, 0-2, here it comes. And, oh, look out.
1 ball,
up and
2
in,
strikes.
and nearly took his head off.
He did not like that one bit. You know, it's one thing to work in with the hard stuff, but don't do it around the dome.
2 out, nobody on. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 3 up. Cecil Douglas gets things started here in the 6th for the hometown team.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
1 ball, no
And he'll
strikes.
hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. That evens it up 1-1. Helping him out here as he swings and misses to fall behind a ball and 2 strikes.
And if he's getting tired, it's not showing in his slider. That pitch is still as tight as it was in the 2nd inning.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
2-2.
All even at 2-2. Here it is. Chop foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
Yeah, and there are some times where you characterize a pitch as a sweeping slider, but this one does not fall into that category. I mean, this is a nasty little break at the end. Tough to do anything with that.
Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Tim Goslin stands in for the third time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Liner toward right center. Now gets down and he's got himself a base hit.
Yeah, plenty to worry about now with only one out. Not only do you have a dangerous hitter on deck, but you've got a real speedster over there at first, so he could very well be on the move here.
Pitches a cold strike. The throw, not in time. He's in there at second. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
And in this spot, you got to pitch for the strikeout here. And this is a guy that's gone down twice so far, so you do have that in your favor.
Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Has to be thinking strikeout here. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball one. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And the slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
Yeah, that's a great pitch on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone, and hopefully you'll get that guy thinking he needs to protect. It turned out to be a good take.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The 2-2 pitch. Runner goes for third. Chopped weakly to the left. Oh, and he has some trouble with it, and they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely.
Yeah, that's going to be an infield single, but I'll tell you what, if he doesn't knock this ball down, that guy's going to score from second. This is one of those plays that doesn't show up in the box score, but it could be important if they can strand that guy at third.
Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball one. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
Outside, 3-0 now. That's in there, 3-1.
Yeah, he needed that one to avoid loading the bases, but it's still a long road back from here.
And the good fastball there finds the zone as the count goes full now, 3-2. EK, where are you going now on 3-2?
I still got to work a corner. I'm not just going to throw it right down the middle and grab a strike. Can't be a giveaway pitch.
Full count here. Here comes the pitch. Good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2. Here comes the payoff pitch. Good battle. Count remains full. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Chopped foul over towards the dugout. He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. Inside as he nearly got him, and it's ball 4.
Boy, that's just a great at-bat right there. It's going to load the bases now, and it's also going to increase the blood pressure of that man out there on the mound. To use up that many pitches and still wind up walking a guy, he's going to need to find that focus again in a hurry.
Ryan Morgan comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. And this catches the inside corner. Good spot there. It's 0-2.
Now you got to beware of that sinker. I mean, he'd take a strikeout right now, but I think he still just wants this guy to hit the ball on the ground.
Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third.
Left fielder,
Julio Velasquez steps into the box here in one of the bigger spots in the ballgame so far. Bases juiced now with 2 away.
Ball, that's high.
And a ball, 1-0.
And for all the pitches he's thrown, only 1 walk so far. That's a little bit surprising.
Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. And he takes a cold strike, too.
1-2.
Oh, it'd be a big letdown if they get nothing out of this. But they're a strike away from that coming true.
Swing, and he pops him up. And this should get him out of it. Marrero, ranging into the outfield, makes the catch. 2 hits, no errors, and 3 men left stranded. And as we wrap things up here, what do you say we name this guy right here as the recipient of our Topps Player of the Game award?
Yeah, and I think we probably could have given this award to 3 or 4 different people, but you definitely can't overlook his contribution. He really played a great ball game.
So that just about does it. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, EK?
Well, Matt, I think the cleanup hitter might be the difference.
Mario Carmona comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The shortstop, Mario Carmona.
Hey, present one now.
And he'll start him with a slider that's taken down and away for ball 1. EK, our visitors here as they take the field tonight following a scoreless top half. They come in looking to turn things around as they've dropped 2 straight.
Yeah, and the pitching really let them down last time. Too often their guys were falling behind and having to throw fastballs on 2-0 or 3-1. That'll catch up with you after a while.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. 1-2, here it comes. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. A chance now to take a look at how the home team lines up in this one. EK, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, I'm going to be looking to see if that guy in the 7th spot can stay hot. He is such a clutch hitter for this ball club. His average with runners in scoring position is up over 400 on the year, so expect him to cash in if he gets a chance.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat, 0-1.
And one thing to keep an eye on as this game goes along, first pitch strikes. The more this guy can work from ahead, the better off he's going to be.
Plays at first now.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you've got to know your scouting report because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2. With a moment now, here's a look at the Portland defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, this is a pitcher that you love to play defense behind. He's got a low ERA, but a low strikeout rate. So that tells me not a lot of hard contact, but he's going to keep the defense involved. Love to play in those type of games.
Hit out towards second. Played on the backhand. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. We've played an inning, still 0-0. Eric Perez will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Well, guys, he's really been scuffling lately, hitting under 250 over his last 10 games. So he's going to be looking to turn this thing around sometime soon.
In there, no balls and a strike. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Slider, good 2-strike pitch, but it misses 1-2.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Nope. 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Boy, I don't know that I'd want to be facing this guy right now. He looks pretty fired up out there.
Yeah, he looks like he could run that fastball through a brick wall.
And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
And after that pitch was called a ball on the pitch before, I mean, I think this actually qualifies as strike 4. You know, on the mound, he's probably thinking, hey, can I apply the credit to the next guy?
Anthony Spanos comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Not able to hold on there as he swings through a pitch in the dirt, and it doesn't look good for him now, down 0-2.
He's found a pretty nice rhythm out here early on.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Well, it's been something of a strikeout fest here to start this game off. Already 4 strikeouts now in the first 5 batters. Now that's going to be a tough pace to keep up.
Into the windup and the pitch. Luis Lorenz is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1.
Oh, yeah, that's the pitch right there. If he keeps that sinker to the outside part of the plate, he's going to do just fine. If that thing flattens out just a little bit, or if he gets it towards the middle of the plate, it's going to be a long game.
And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Well, you know, the big key to throwing the slider is knowing when to throw it for a strike and then when to try to get a guy to chase out of the zone. Once he gets ahead out there, you know he loves to get you to chase.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Back with more here on a Tuesday night. Alberto Zapata will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night.
Alberto Zapata.
And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. And he misses low with it, 2-0.
Well, it's looking like this might be their best chance to get that first base runner out there. And really, this has been one of the few guys that's even been ahead in the count.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Well, that one's at 94, so the velocity's good right now.
That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Chop foul over towards the dugout. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss as he picks up yet another strikeout. 6 of them already, and there's 1 gone in the inning.
Batting 8.
Victor Calderon will dig in now. Off to a slow start, as you see there. Just barely over the 200 mark here in April. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1.
Let's go, fellas. Let's go.
The windup and the 0-1. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Swung on in the dirt for the third strike. And he makes the throw to first. Calderon is retired, 2 down now.
Well, that's a real good sinker there. You can see this ball's in the dirt by the time he's committed to this swing. That's a nice job behind the plate at cleaning up and getting that put out at first.
Standing in now, Brian Paquette. And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Foul ball. And he lays off for ball 1. Lifted into center field. Lamar moves over, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Make it 9 straight here to start the ball game. 3 innings complete, and we are tied 0-0. Mario Carmona is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
Ball inside.
And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. Not much to shout about for either team here as we start the 4th inning, 0-0.
Yeah, I think we kind of knew that pitching might take the upper hand here. Maybe not to this extent, but both guys have really thrown the ball well.
Good action on the sinker, 1-2.
Yeah, that's just the same pitch 3 times in a row. I guess he figures, why mess with success when you get it to 1-2?
They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
Well, you're always gunning for a strikeout when he's at the plate because his legs make him so dangerous, even when he hits just a slow grounder. So nice job of keeping him off base right there.
Stepping in now, Steve Campos, as he'll take a look at ball 1.
Hey, let's go right here.
Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. And a strike to even the count, 1-1. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here. Now this pitch sails up and in, and that leaves him muttering to himself. It's ball 2.
He did not like that one bit. You know, it's one thing to work in with the hard stuff, but don't do it around the dome.
Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far.
Boy, and in the first 2 games of this series, he's already struck out a total of 4 times now. You get to where you just hate taking that walk back to the dugout. I'll tell you, it's a very frustrating feeling.
First pitch coming, here it is.
2 outs, fellas.
Bobby Abbott will stand in for the 2nd time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Tap fouled at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Can't start any better than this. He's set down the first 12. We played 4 full, and we are tied 0-0. Eric Perez comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
Still pretty early, but they don't have any hits yet, so you need to get it going offensively.
And he misses inside with that one, ball 1. There's his total now, just into his 5th inning of work. Nothing too out of the ordinary there.
The pitch count's the least of his worries. If his guys don't get him any runs, I don't think it'll matter all that much.
Oh, that's high.
And that one misses upstairs, 2-0.
Two really close pitches to kick off this at-bat. Normally, this guy would be all over him, but he's shown some discipline here with two good takes.
Three and 0 now. A little
3-0
shaky
count.
here to start the fifth.
Yeah, he shouldn't be too tired. You figure he'll settle back in sooner or later.
Yeah.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1. And the count will be full. No walks yet. Here's the delivery. Right side. Montañez gloves it. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
The batter, center fielder.
Striding into the box, Anthony Spanos. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one.
Well, he's thrown a first pitch strike to about 60% of the batters he's faced, so that's a pretty good percentage because we're into the middle innings right now.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And he takes a called strike 2.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game. A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th. Luis Lorenz digs in with his team still looking at a 0 in the hit column.
Yeah, they just haven't been able to figure it out yet, but it's still early. We're seeing some pretty good pitching so far in this game.
Here we go.
And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Oh. 0-2 pitch is a sinker that misses, but he's still in command, 1-2.
Well, you know, when you're behind in a count like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 15 up, 15 down to start the ball game. 5 innings complete. Alberto Zapata gets things started here in the 6th for the hometown team.
Well, they still don't have any runs on the board yet, so getting this leadoff man on base would be huge.
Nope,
And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Not the first time he's felt the squeeze tonight.
Yeah, he's looking and saying, what do I got to do to get a strike?
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. This one's a strike. It's 1-1.
And if he's getting tired, it's not showing in his slider. That pitch is still as tight as it was in the 2nd inning.
Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Flipped out the other way toward short. And he's retired here, 1 away.
The left fielder, number 34.
Victor Calderon is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, and he went down in flames, too. Got him on just 3 pitches.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Chop foul at the plate. Strike 1.
Got 1 down now. 1 down.
right by him here, and he's set up for another strikeout here. The count to 0-2.
Boy, he is putting on a clinic out there right now.
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone. A solo shot here to left. As they get on the board first, it's 1-0.
Boy, that guy on the mound right now is absolutely livid. He knows that he threw way too hittable of a pitch in the situation when he's ahead in the count like that. He should be mad at himself.
Brian Paquette is next as he finds himself behind 0-1.
Yeah, same pitch here from the home run ball, but this one's in a much better spot down at the knees.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Hey, 1 down now, 1 down.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, this is a guy up there that's not hitting a ton right now, but he can still work the count. And that alone can be beneficial to an offense.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Mario Carmona steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good inning here so far, so we'll see if they can scratch another run across right here.
Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. 2-1.
A much better approach here at the plate so far. He's not working from behind in the count like he has his first few at-bats.
Chop foul right at home plate. Trying to strike him out for the 3rd time. Smoke toward the hole, and that's through for a hit.
Cut 2.
Steve Campos stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. Looking to keep this a 1-run game, and this pitch is hit rather sharply toward the third base coaching box. It's a foul ball. The 0-1 delivery. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. Would you say he's not really finishing his pitches at this point?
That's a good way to put it. It looks like he's aiming a little too much, and that's not working for him.
Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory.
I got it.
Montañez is over, and he tucks it away for the 2nd out. Bobby Abbott strides in now, and we'll see if he can come through with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th.
Well, there's still a lot of this game left, but it is starting to get late. This is a big opportunity that they don't want to let slip away.
Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
And you know, the catcher there was set up inside, yet that pitch was all the way on the other side of the plate.
Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. Called strike 2 as he locks him up there.
A little conviction behind that fastball.
Hey, now we've got 2.
Grounded up the first baseline. Fielded cleanly, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the in left on. We're through 6 full. Eric Perez will stand in to lead off the inning. Middle third of the lineup, 4, 5, and 6 as they try to get something going.
And this whole lineup's been pretty quiet all game long. Just the 1 run. That's it.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Well, for that man right there, only the 1 run allowed. How discouraging is that when you're pitching your heart out and you're just not getting the support?
Well, the good pitchers really don't let it get to them. They know that it cuts both ways. Sometimes you give up 5 runs and your guys score you 8. You just have to focus on holding up your end of the bargain.
Got him. As he just continues to mow down these hitters. 13 strikeouts now. Anthony Spanos stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one.
1 out now.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. The 0-1 on its way. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. 1 out, nobody on. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Hard liner toward short. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. He's around first on his way to second now, and he's in there safely. He's got a double.
Yeah, and about the only drawback you have to having so many strikeouts is that it really runs that pitch count up. You can see on the graphic right here that total's starting to get up there now, so he may be getting just a little bit tired.
Luis Lorenz stands in as he looks at ball 1 here.
It doesn't take a trained eye to tell you. He's starting to wear down a bit out there on the mound.
Looks at a sinker there that drops in 1-1.
And in this spot, you got to pitch for the strikeout here. And this is a guy that's gone down twice so far, so you do have that in your favor.
And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2.
Now you can't look for a specific pitch. You just got to protect the plate.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. 1 out and a runner on second base. Bounce to first. Montañez over to his left, and he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
First baseman number 22.
Alberto Zapata strides forward now with a very important insurance run standing over at third.
Yeah, this one's been a well-played, close game, so that's a big run down there.
0-1 count and the pitch. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Hey, come on. We got to hold him right here.
Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Trying to strike him out for the second time. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Set to deal on a 1-2 strike. Another one sent foul. A 2 strikes. Here it is. Hit in the air to left field. Ferris has a beat on it, and the inning is over. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. 8th inning coming up, and Binghamton is out in front. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, it wasn't exactly a complete game, but he did get him into the 7th inning.